Hey, crafty babes, Andrea here. I'm really excited to show you my process for doing my scripture writing. This is a challenge hosted by the Reset Girl, and she gives us 4 scriptures per week, and this is kind of my regular process for going through and writing them down. So I usually start with grabbing the verse from my iPad from the YouVersion Bible app, and then I highlight it so that I don't lose track of where it is. And then I usually start with a banner or a piece of washi tape or something to write the verse name and the location. And then I just kind of start writing. Sometimes I'll write all the way across, like this is a really long verse, so I'm using the whole width of this notebook. Sometimes if it's a shorter verse, I'll write to about halfway and then I'll use the other side on the right to decorate, but this was super long, so I just wanted to utilize the space, and so that's kind of where I start, is knowing how much space I need to write the verse. So it's handy to be able to look at it as a whole, like on the iPad like this. And I usually just bring all of my supplies out. Sometimes I'll use a combination of Reset Girl stuff and Illustrated Faith stuff. It just kind of depends on the project that I'm working on, or the mood that I'm in, or what the verse is about. So here, this is the month of October, so we've started the gratitude and grateful theme. And so I've got a lot to choose from, and sometimes that is a detriment. So I'm kind of having a little bit of a difficult time deciding what I want to use, but all in all, I usually pick a color scheme, and if I decide I'm going to use like the coral, the yellow, and the blue, then I just try to focus my eyes on supplies that have those colors. And then that helps me narrow things down when I have too many. And then I usually try to fit 2 to 3 verses on each page, because since there's only 4, I can usually do 2 on one page and 2 on another page, and that's the weekly spread. So here I've separated the 2 verses by just using a little label, and I wrote the next verse on that label. And then here, this verse is also quite lengthy, so again, I'm kind of going all the way from left to right and utilizing as much of the paper as I can, as much of the page as I can. And then once I get done filling in the text, then I can, use the space that's left over for extra embellishments. And unfortunately, you are going to miss the very end of me decorating this page, which kind of stinks, because it was my favorite part, is like getting to the end and then putting dots everywhere and throwing little plus signs everywhere and kind of just putting all the finishing touches on it. But I've recorded so many videos lately, and I'm having a hard time keeping up that my phone ran out of space. So what you're going to see here is the finished product in some photos. So as you can see, I put little hexes around and fill in the little spots with lots of different goodies, and then down there at the bottom you can see that I added I kind of spaced the verses out just a little bit, or the pieces of the verses out just a little bit, so that it gave some breathing room, and I really like how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys are having fun doing your scripture writing, and I'll leave some links in the description so that you can sign up for the challenge and make sure that you don't miss them, and you can join in all the fun and the Facebook groups. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Talk to you really soon. Bye.